Thanks for joining us for Fox 43 News at 10. I'm Amy Lutz. A fire that destroyed a row of apartments in Lancaster County yesterday left about 40 people without a place to live and 9 people injured. Today, families are trying to pick up the pieces and the community is pitching in to help. Fox 43's James Corrigan joins us now to explain those outreach efforts. James.
Well, Amy, those efforts are just getting started after yesterday's fire at the Newport Commons complex. Fortunately, there were no serious injuries in that fire, but with families having lost everything, every little bit helps. After the devastating fire, which displaced roughly 40 residents at the Newport Commons apartment complex in Warwick Township, the Lidditz area community is pitching in to help in any way it can.
When the fire broke out, people let their cats go so that they could have a chance to make it. But now we hear they're in the woods, so hoping to catch a few, lure them out with treats.
While people like Jessica Cadlick are helping with their services, others are pitching in with donations to groups like the Warwick Community Hub and the Lidditz Warwick Community Chest.
What we are doing is not nearly as hard as what the families are going through.
Michelle Karen and Steve Jeffrey run the Community Hub and Chest, respectively. They say their task now is to both collect donations and figure out the exact needs of those who have been displaced.
What we ended up deciding is that we would try to gather funding for the families and then try to understand what the actual need would be over the next day or two or even beyond.
We're working with the Newport Commons, with the school district to figure out kind of what the day one needs are and then step from there to look ahead and figure out what they need through the holidays and then as the seasons progress.
The process is expected to be long, but every little bit will help. From donating money or clothes, or even just time.
People have just lost their housing and probably a lot of their belongings. I'm glad everyone escaped with their lives, but if we can get everyone their pets back, I'm sure that'll make them feel a whole lot better.
And you at home can make a difference as well. Links to the websites for both the Warwick Community Hub and the Lidditz Warwick Community Chest can be found on fox43.com. You can also bring any physical items to the leasing office at Newport Commons as well.
James, has the fire affected any students in the Warwick School District, do we know?
Well, Amy, unfortunately it has. I spoke to the acting superintendent today who told me that 2 families with students in the district that lived in that building, they say they're coordinating with those outreach groups. They have social workers on staff to help get them what they need to move forward.
All right, James, thank you so much.